Hi guys, and in today's video we're going to be opening up what I think is a new parcel. So to that end, let's have a look inside. Yeah, there's two items in here. I'll have a look at them in a minute. Just make sure there's nothing else I'm missing. Nothing worse than missing something. It's a bit tight, so. Oh, geez, that is tight. And folks, it's really hot today. It's 27 degrees, about 30 degrees outside. So let me know in the comments if it's hotter in your location when you're watching this. Dear me. Alright, we've got one peeking through. It's Boulder Opal. This is very well packed. I'm probably not opening it in the way that it was intended to be opened. But stick with me. We are going to take a look at these stones, and we're going to start working on them as well. It's possible there's only one in here, even though I'm sure I thought there were two. Yep, they're two in one bag. Okay, wow, we've prized the bag from the packaging. Just make sure there's nothing else in there. No. Okay, so let's make sure we don't chop off our hands. And there we go. Let's have a look at what we got. I think the easiest way to do this is to get them a bit wet. So bear with me. I know it's a bit frustrating when you can't see the stones. I've been there. I'm also a viewer of other channels, as well as somebody who likes to experiment. Okay, let's get the light on this. And let's zoom in a notch. Right, so, oh wow. Yeah, this is a good buy. There's already quite a lot of colour there, which is nice. Very nice. What about on this side? Yeah. Already on this side as well. Fabulous. What about on this side? Fabulous. So it's on 3 out of the 4 major sides of this stone already. What about on the side here? Yeah, this is how I like to see things, folks. Some of the work is already done for me here. So it's just seeing where this could become thicker. Looks like on this side they could encroach into these lines of potch, and if the remainder remains there, it could look very good. And I suppose it could expand across the whole face of these stones. Lovely. So that's stone number 1. I'm just going to scoot up a little bit, see if it can make it a bit more comfortable. This is stone 1 still. I'll zoom in a little bit more so you can see. Colour's pretty good already, folks, in my opinion. Not bad. So that's that. Let's look at stone number 2 now. And we'll start working these. Don't you worry. So it doesn't look like there's a lot on this side. Maybe this is the least impressive side. All right, here we go. This is quite a big stone actually. So it's hard to even get it all in shot. Let's zoom out a bit. Yeah, so we've got some lovely colours here already. Is that a crack though? That looks to be a crack. Whoopsies, is that a crack all the way through? My goodness, it is. It's a crack all the way through. Well, we'll look at that. We may have to break this into two because there's no point working on something that's already cracked. And that looks like there could be another crack there. Potentially. Anywho, there's some lovely colour in this already, but that's a revelation, isn't it? Having a crack all the way through. On the back, do we have much colour? We do have quite a bit of colour on the back already, particularly in this corner up here. What about the sides? Not as much. Looks to be another crack here, possibly. So this piece is a little bit cracky. I am going to, let's look at the sides here. Nothing there as much. Again, this is wood replacement, so wood replacement boulder opal. I'm going to see if this breaks off easily. If it does, yeah, it did. Jeez, really easily. The thing about wood replacement boulder opal is that it can be very, very soft. I mean, I did do that. I did break it quite hard. I'm just going to wash this a little bit, just so we can see what we're dealing with. Okay, so this was into, and that was the crack. Oh no, it wasn't. There's another crack there. Jeez, there's another crack there. That's unbelievable. Anyway, let's deal with one crack at a time. So it was a very big piece. Looks like it's going to go into at least 3 because there's a crack there. But let's deal with this one. What have we got? Well, we've got some colour running through slightly, which suggests there could be more colour. And there's more on this side, which suggests there could be more on this side. You can see some red there. So, I mean, that's interesting, isn't it? Bit of a revelation. I don't know if just bought is breaking, but I'm going to see if this can break off as well. I think that's what I was actually trying to do the first time. It's not as easy, so I'm going to leave it. Yeah, I'm going to leave it for now, but it may break off over time. What's that? Is that a bit of plastic? I don't know. Well, let's look at this side that was, the bit that's been broken. It's looking pretty nice. The risk of these wood replacements is that there are no pools of opal. Instead, there's just lines. This could be potentially a pool. But you can still be left with quite an interesting specimen as it is. So there we go. So we now have 3 pieces. Right? I have to remember that the broken opal log, as it were. It is weird because I think it's wood inside and then it's cased in sort of sandstone, or there's not a lot of, it doesn't look to me like there's ironstone in this as much. So there is a risk, slight risk, that when I start breaking this down, it starts to get quite crumbly, which it's happened to me once or twice before where I've done that and I've had the most exquisite stone. I can't find it anymore. It's kind of, it's in It's in the portfolio somewhere, but it was just breaking up in my fingers, and I think that might have been a wood replacement piece as well. This is the other piece we were looking at. Doesn't look like there's any cracks in this, not that I can see. Goodness me. But, well, that, I suppose these could be cracks. But anyway, I did promise we were going to work on these, so let's not shake the camera, because that's annoying. Let's gear this up for, let's turn on the water. There we go. And we're going to work on the middle wheel. There we go. I'm going to work on the solid piece for now, just because I'm still getting over the fact that it just broke in my hand in the place that I didn't really want it to be honest. But well, yeah, there is a bit of sandstone in this. That's the stuff that's coming off. But over here, it's looking gangbusters. It really is. I'm not touching this very much at all, and it's really coming. It's really coming true in terms of how much colour is coming about. I mean, I am being a lot more diligent about what I'm buying, and I think I am choosing very well, it seems. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, there's a bit of sandstone on this side. I'm just really keen to get this down to this colour bar to see if it spreads all the way across the stone, which would just be delightful, wouldn't it? I'm going to zoom in just so you can see what I'm seeing, because it's I've just touched it and it's looking really, really good. I'm just really keen to see if these colours emerge across the stone. It's a little bit doubtful just because of how much there looks to be sandstone here as well, and on this side, so it might run throughout, so we might end up with less than half of this stone, maybe it's 20% of this stone. That's the risk, but who knows. Let's keep going. I am very tempted to go over to the next wheel. Viewers of this channel will know whenever I try to move over to my other side of the desk, to the other wheels, it sometimes ends the video. So if it does, please come back. I have to name this, don't I? I have to name these two stones. I'm going to call it the broken wooden log. The broken wooden log. And we'll call this the opal triangle. So if it does cut out, you know what to look for. And what we'll do is we will move over to the hard wheel, because I want to work through this a bit quicker, because I'd love to do it ideally in one video. So let's give it a shot. All right, I'm going to move over. And let's see, fingers crossed, this actually sticks it out. Okay, you still with me? I hope you're still with me. Oh, meanwhile breaking my equipment, which is easily done when most of the stuff isn't built as well as you would like to have believed when you purchased it. I'm going to just wipe this a little bit. Apologies, I should have done this in advance, but I just didn't think we were going to be using this machine today. Alright, let's just wipe this a notch. There we go. Okay, it's a bit better, isn't it? Boulder opal really is messy. So this is just what happens. It will get dirty, and it will get dirty in a matter of seconds. I'm turning on the water. There we go, and we're trying to lightly touch it because this is a fast moving wheel, and the grit is very, very high. And we're just looking to see whether we can reduce this top surface here of sand and get some more colour out of it. Now there's a lot of sand, so we have to work slower than I'd like because it's such a fast wheel. It's okay to wait a few seconds in between each pass, and I can't see anything yet, so I'm going to keep going, although the actual rock itself is getting harder, so I think that's a good sign. You know, the colours are formed in harder rock normally. I mean, they can, as you've seen, be formed in anything really. Wood, lots of different types of rocks. Volcanic rock, I believe you can also get opals with colour from volcanoes. Anyway, we're not dealing with that today. We're dealing with our situation to see if the colour is going to expand for us or not. So far, I can't see it. Let's have a look. No, I can't see colour on the other end, but we're going to keep going. We are going to keep going, and this is, believe it or not, this is by far the fastest way to do it. I'm going a little slower than you could go. You could just smash it on the wheel and it would be gone in literally a second. But, you know, I think it's good sometimes to go a little bit slower. I don't mind that. This has the potential to be an outstanding stone as well. Really outstanding. Imagine if we do get colour across this stone. Oh, there's some that are appearing now actually on the hill going up to this, which will soon be removed shortly, and we'll see if it does. Oh, whoopsies, got myself there. Ouch. It looks like it is going up, you know, folks. This is really interesting news. Now, what we're going to do at the same time is we're going to look at the sides. I don't see it on the top just yet, but we're going to look at the sides as well, because that's an indication as well. I'm just going to have a look here to see what's going on. A little peek. Not a lot actually on this side, so we'll be lucky if we get any colour. We'll be very lucky if we get any colour on that side. But this is the fastest way to know. Oh, and I can feel a bit of opal actually come off, and I think that's that element of wood opal. When it gets very wet, I think, yeah, I think it is probably a bit more. This is a beautiful, beautiful stone. My goodness. Nothing as yet. No, nothing is yet. We'll keep going, we'll keep trying. Certainly going up that hill, certainly is. That hill is getting much smaller now, it's nearly on par. We're not seeing colour on the side, so it's quite unlikely. It's quite unlikely there's going to be colour on this side. And if there is, it might well just be on the top. So let's get it a bit cleaner. Just using the water here to help clean it. As you can see, Boulder is very, very sandy and clayey. Right. One more push. And then we're going to go down a wheel or two. Because I'm fed up with the water and the sand and clay. Nope, don't see much apart from the hill, which I'll show you in more detail in a moment. And I'm trying this risky maneuver again where I move the camera and fingers crossed it doesn't stop, because nobody likes an interruption, do they? Right, we're back over on this side and everything worked out in the end. So let's get back on it, and a reminder of this stone that we have in front of us. It's got some nice colour emerging, but it doesn't look like it's going over to this side. That's the big thing. But the hill I was talking about, there's some green popping up there, blue green, can you see it? So that might be the extent of it, but what we'll do is we'll go on the medium wheel on this side and we'll take a look and we'll see if we can get anything from it. As I'm working on these stones more and more, I'm coming to realise that most of the work that I'm doing on these is sort of finding out what's not going to work out. If that makes sense. So, right, skis. Oh, I was probably pressing a bit too hard then because I smelled burning. I wouldn't just burn it. Whoopsies. Well, a bit of there's something here which has got a colour. See on that edge? Now that is going to get cut off if we use this machine. So I'm just curious whether that could be a stone right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to the Dremel and This is a delicate material, so this may just pop off. But we're going to investigate if there's any more colour here. Very sandy, so there's a good chance that this just jumps off. Need to wash it. Let's get a bit of water from up here. It's a real tough one because it is quite sandy. It could easily take out more of the stone. I mean, in theory, I could sort of try and slice across there, try and slice it down, but not sure I want to do that right now. I want to do a gentle rub, so we're going to pause that for now. That bit. Oh, at least I'm aware of it. It may get ground down. It doesn't look like it's going to be as good as some of the other things right here. So this molehill, as it were, doesn't seem to have colour on it. Curious about this side because this side links into that molehill right there. At the moment, it suggests there's going to be no colour there, but I wonder. I do wonder. What are we going to do next? Let's look at one of the sides. Let's turn the machine back on, and let's just work on the sides a little bit. And yes, we are looking at that little ridge, so it may come off, it may do, or it may get ground off, but we're looking at the greater whole of things, which is this whole streak, and I'm seeing bigger lines appearing, which I'm liking actually. It's kind of got, what would you call that? Obviously got these pinfire dots, and then you've got flashy straw pattern, is it? That seems to be emerging. Oh wow, yeah. More colours emerging, which is always nice, isn't it? So I'm erring on the side of more colour rather than... I'm gambling a bit here because I just think there's going to be more colour than there is in the parts that already have colour, like here, and in this little bit here, which doesn't look like there's that much colour at the moment. So I'd just be great if all of these little divots here fill with opal colour, then we're really in business. So that would be great. So let's look at that possibility. That's an interesting possibility. Let's give it a bit of a rinse. Oh wow, it's looking pretty nice. I mean, it's more building out here, but everywhere is getting colour. One of the hard things when you buy a stone that already has colour is figuring out if you're adding to it or removing colour. It's quite hard to tell sometimes, except when you like, there's no colour here at the moment sort of thing, or there's no colour here at the moment, then it's kind of obvious. But otherwise, sometimes it can be tricky to know. And that's one of the reasons why it's great to have videos, because you can refer back to before and after. Otherwise, you know, you're working with lots of different stones, and you just you won't remember what they were like, you know, an hour ago compared to what they're like now. Don't remember if there was a cluster of red in the middle there, which is looking nice. Again, it's not much on that side, so we could be looking at slice later on through the center of this triangle. Let's work on that side again, and then we'll switch over to the other. Well, it's supposed to be stone, but it's actually 2 stones now, isn't it? That tried to snap in the main crack and actually snapped in another crack. So let's have a look at the handiwork here. Oh, we've got those kind of striated lines, but they're going different directions on this. It's a bit quite nutty, but I don't know if this is a quite nut or if it's more just matrix boulder opal, or probably infused with wood. But if you know, let me know. Right, so we're going to move on to the others. I'm still very, very happy with these. I think they have the potential to be banging stones. So, although, you know, we haven't seen everything that's to come from those stones, I think they've got a lot of potential. Now, this was the one that broke off. And it's got a very good line there, hasn't it, that? So, I'm not too unhappy with this. It's got a nice kind of shape to it already, in a way. So let's keep working on this, and I'll be honest, my arm's hurting a little bit. I'm not quite sure why. I'm sort of battling a cold at present, so I don't know if it's aches and pains from that. Probably a little bit of TMI there, but nevertheless, always good to share, isn't it? What's going on in your life? Let me know in the comments. What thing you're looking forward to or excited about most in your life? Me, it's probably these stones, you know, that I'm uncovering and buying. I'm really happy with how they're developing as stones, and I'm excited to share the updates with you. That's quite a nice red there, isn't it? Pinky red flash, striated pattern, as it often is with these boulder opals. You can feel it chipping off here. That was a chip that's literally just come off in my hand. So that sometimes happens with wood opal. I'm not really sure a way around it. I mean, you need to use water. So there's that big crack I mentioned earlier. That's something we'll have to probably get off at some point. It's not easily breaking. I want to try and have a more controlled split than before. Anyway, let's work on it a little bit more, and then we'll move over to the other stone. This is good because there's basically no colour on this side, so if I get colour on this side, then that'll be good. Whoopsies. I hope that's not another crack. Do you see that line there where there's opal in it? But it looks to me like there could be another crack here, folks. Could be several. There's one there as well. There could be 1, 2. Is that another one? There are so many cracks in this. Lovely colour. But yeah, it's like somebody's put a hammer through it and cracked it in a lot of places or something. Could be up to 3 cracks here. That's what I'm seeing. 1, 2, 3. You know, I'm seeing 3 potential cracks. Definitely the one there seems to be pervasive up until the top, so it's probably all the way through. The second one looks like it's on the side as well. So that's not great. It's always nice to have a big stone, isn't it? Especially for a pendant. This is the other half of the wood log, and I think this has potential. Like, maybe this side has the most potential, could look very good. It's a bit flat at the moment, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. So let's work on this one for a second or two. Oh wow, that's really popping through, flipping out. Yeah, let's do that again. Oh yeah, it's really starting to, I don't know if that was like that before or not, but it's nice to get colour in these lines as well. If we do this, this could be fantastic. You need that, don't you? Oh, I certainly need it, you know, after 20-30 minutes of, this is going to be amazing, this is going to be amazing. Oh no, it's not. You need sometimes things to be working in your favour, and it looks like it is. What did I see? I'm sure I saw something then. I've got a bit of Opal on my camera here, folks. Oh shit, I'll have to get rid of that later. Anyway, I think, yeah, I'm starting to see colour here. I don't know if that was there before. Whoops. I don't know if that was there before. I really want to see it down here though. Whoops, I hope that isn't another bloody crack going through the middle there. See that? When you push across the light, you can sort of see these lines. A little bit there. Really hope it's not a crack. Difficult because that's where often the opal is, in seam opal. Alright, well let's go back to it a little bit. See if we can get some colour on the on those latter part of the side. I mean, what's appearing is the top. The top's just banging. It really is banging. Flipping out, look at that. Beautiful. So maybe there isn't colour at the bottom. I mean, we're seeing it on the side, so maybe let's work on the side a bit. Let's have a look at the side now. Yep, we're seeing that in the lines. And if we follow that up, we go up to there, and that's where all the colour is. Whoopsies. I'm getting a little bit confused here, folks. I apologise. That's where all the colour is at the moment, right? And I was pushing on this side, and you can now see. Let's get the Dremel out to help point me in the right direction. So, all the colours here. Right, it's looking fabulous. I don't know what you would call that. I suppose seam opal or a little matrix, but it's just looking brilliant plays of colour. Bit directional, but whoa, look at that. Blobby. I love the blobs. Lovely. Now, I was just working on the sides, and there's colour on this side, so that should link up. What I was trying to see is a colour here, and yes, there's a green bar there, so that could link up with here, and that's what I'm looking for. Because then if you have a fuller face here, if you imagine for a moment that this side is trimmed down, this side's trimmed down, you've got colour all over here, and you've got some blobby, lovely colour up here. You might be able to have a sort of triangle maybe. 1 second, it's a bit annoying, isn't it, with all the noise. I'm just going to turn off the water. There we go. So what I was saying is, if you've got lovely colour at the top here, right? Forgive my the brown in my hands. It's from Boulder Opal. I've just been playing around with. If you've got the colour up here, and then you've got it, if it does come down here from these lines, yeah, and they're showing some nice colour around here, right? You could have something like either a triangle or maybe a funky shaped oblong type thing. Could still be a nice pendant, to be honest. Yeah. So that's the rub of the new parcel. We're not going to forget our other parcels, but when I see a buying opportunity, I'm gonna go for it. I am gonna go for it. So I'm reluctant to add more rubs onto this video. However, I did want to show you like the other things I'm working on, which don't always make the videos. But this is a really nice wood opal. Clearly a wood opal wood replacement, and showing kind of blobby color with pin fire. It's really nice, actually. I really like it. It's a bit thin, so I'm a little bit nervous about it when I use it on machines, but it is nice, and it's got some really nice color on this side here. See that blobby dark blue? Yummy. Goes bluey green, so it's a nice player color. And yeah, I mean, I think it will make a nice pendant. I am not through with it because I think there's more color to be had, and you can't see it on the ends here yet, because I think that some of it might start a bit lower down. As you can see, there's not much here on this side, so I think it's probably going to be sort of that size. So, you know, a bit like your thumb almost, the top half of your thumb. But I think that's a very much emerging high quality stone. As you saw if you watched my previous video, we are also working on this bad boy stone, which is the 3 peak stone, and this has exceptional color. Specifically in that area there, that's the darkest, and just most gorgeous color, pinks, and just it's definitely a pie happening on this stone right there. Boom. And it's also happening over here and on the bottom as well. Seeing emerging more multicolour pin fire. That's the 3 peak stone. So we are working on that, of course. What else? I'm working on a bit of Cuba PD as well. Actually, there was also another one I really wanted to show you because I'm really excited about it. I want to show you 2 more. So I want to show you the Cuba PD first, which is the white opal. And then we've got a bit of lightning ridge, which I'll show you at the end. So this one's a bit sandy, but this is the Cuba PD. It's got some nice colour on both sides. This has got more yellowy green. Flip it over, and it's got some really nice colour. Now, the issue with this one is really that there's quite a lot of sand. So it weighs 9 carats at the moment. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to 1 carat. At some point, I'm going to do that as a video, probably in over 2 videos, 2 rubs, and get the colour out of that one. This one I'm really excited about. But this is the black opal from, or dark opal from Lightning Ridge. Now the problem with this is the color bar is insanely thin in places. So as you can see, it's less than 1 millimeter. You know, I haven't measured it, but it's really, really thin. And it does have sand spots throughout. But if you just look at what color is kind of showing through, it is just wonderful color. It's beautiful. It's like it's floral, broad flash, stroke pinfire, and it's on a dark blue stroke, purpley, dark grey base, and you've got a bit of dark purple on the back there, and then you've got the multicolored bit in the tip. So it's quite an interesting stone, this one. Probably could make a number of different stones. You can see the color bar there, also beautiful on the side. Yeah, it's a bit potchy on that side, but there is obviously quite a lot of sand there. But it's just such a wonderful stone. Probably could make maybe 2 1-carat stones. I'm going to weigh it now and just see what the bad boy weighs. I'll show you as well, and you can marvel that. Can you see that there? Not really. Let's hope you can see that. Right. So this is the dark opal, which is just moments away from being, yeah, it's 7.5 carats actually, which is pretty. Sorry if I don't know if I blocked that, but there you go, 7.5 carats, which is pretty amazing. So I think there's probably two 1-carat stones, maybe 3 1-carat stones, possibly a big one, depending on if these come out. So that's going to be an upcoming video at some point, as is the Cuba PD with pockets of color. Some really nice rainbow color. That's 9.5 carats, but it's got so much sand in it, it's unbelievable. So those two, they're going to be popping up at some point in the future. Of course, the other ones that will be around will be ones that we've been working on. So these lovely striated pattern ones, the rainbow flame. There we go, lovely rainbow flame one. Yeah, which is quite nice. And I'm not going to go through every single one, but I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think if you have enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it. It's probably one of the longest videos I've made on the channel, actually. We've gone from opening a parcel to light rubs of the stones themselves, and then a 5 to 10 minute review of some of the other stones I'm working on. So not a bad sort of overview video. Let me know if you like this kind of mix up with opening a parcel and then also reviewing some of the other stones. It is boiling today. Let me know how hard it is your end. I think it's 30 degrees outside and probably 35 degrees Celsius in the room I'm standing in, or sitting in rather at the moment. How hot is it in your place? Let me know. And as you can see, Justin from Black Opal Direct is completely correct. Boulder Opal is a messy business. Should be doing this twice a day, cleaning this, considering how dirty these things get. But there you go. That's the game I'm in. So you got to play to win in the game you're in, right? Not somebody else's game. So hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, you know what to do. I'll see you guys in the next upcoming video. Take care.